here's your essentials. Crab oil, Zatarain's. We're going to use 2 packs of the boil in a bag, and then we're going to use half of the liquid. Going to cut up some sausage, garlic, celery, potatoes, onions, and lemons. I'm cutting the onions in half, cutting the lemons in half. I'm going to squeeze those into the pot, cutting the potatoes in half, cutting the celery in about thirds, getting the cloves crushed up and put into the pot, and then cutting these into about maybe 2-inch strips to put in the boil. All right, just cut the lime in half. I'm going to squeeze these into the pot. I said lime, I mean lemon. Just cut the lemon in half. Potatoes, same thing. These are a little bigger, but it's all right. I'm going to cut them in half. Cut it in half. Little trick I've been doing here recently is kind of almost make them like a blooming onion. So score them, don't all the way through, just go down before you get to the bottom of it, and then come this way. Not all the way through, just down to the base. Gets a little thin when you get to this outside edge, gotta be careful. But when that cooks in the boil, it'll start to open up, so you'll have little pieces of onion that's from the boil, in the boil to eat. Celery stalks, this one's a little easier. Cut that whole base off, and then chop it. That's it, whole thing's going in the boil. Garlic. I'm going to smash them down. That's it. Boom. Take out that. Ugh, don't need that. Just need the cloves. And like I said, about 2-inch sections, so just cut that sausage there. Cut that sausage there. And that's it. Alright, we gotta fire her up. Got about 40 crabs to boil here. I'm gonna crank it all the way up. Only fill it about halfway because that is a big old pot. Here's all the food that's gonna go in it. Because a friend of mine said Rise Against the Machine should be a rye channel or an alcohol channel, single barrel rye. Here. So we're gonna take the 2 bags. I don't know if you can hear me over this flame. 2 bags, pop, pop. I'm gonna dump this whole thing in there. Whole thing. We're gonna do half of this. A little more. That's about half. If you don't already know, with crabs, you want to sit them on top of the ice. We have the side open because you want it to drain. If you put crabs on ice, they'll go dormant. So they may look like they're dead, but they're not dead, they're dormant. If you put them in the boil alive, they'll release their claws from their bodies, and you'd rather keep them on. So you want them to go dormant. You don't want them to be crawling all around whenever you put them in the boil. Now if I took this crab out and put him out here and let him sit for quite some time, he'll start to come from his dormancy, I guess, and he'll start moving again. But this is how you want to do it. Very docile crab. Usually when I'm at home, I'll use a lemon squeezer, what do you call it, lemon press, get as much juice out of it as possible. Oh, look at that, that watch tan from crabbing and fishing today. But anyway, squeeze it into there, extract some of that juice into the boil, and drop the lemons in one at a time. Normally we use a paddle to stir this, but all we have is a broom. So we're improvising. We'll be using a broom to stir the seasoning. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Then we're gonna dump all the vegetables in. There they go. so I got a change in venue. I didn't finish up the video. I got to talking and drinking and whatever. So new venue, but we're boiling again. And every once in a while, I just want to mix it up while it's heating up. Just give it a good stir. Make sure all that powder and all the vegetables get mixed up, and you want to just get it to, look at that. Just want to get it to a rolling boil. Whenever it starts to smoke like that, that means it's about to boil, or it is starting to boil. You want to look for that smoke. Let's see. We got a full rolling boil in there. Time to put the crabs in. Drop it back in. There she goes. Hey, turn your nose on. And we'll let it get back to a rolling boil, which looks like it's going to do really fast. And this is the point where I throw the corn in as well. So we're going to dump that in. Top back on, let it get back to a rolling boil again. We'll let it sit on a rolling boil for 5 minutes, and then we'll let them soak for 20 minutes. We've been at a rolling boil for 5 minutes now, so we're gonna shut her off. We're gonna let it soak for 20 minutes. That's where you get all your flavor in the soak. Nice and quiet. All right, it's just gonna soak in the water for 20 minutes now. Just gonna throw some shrimp in here with this. Mix it up. Talking to the camera. It's hot enough, those shrimp should boil.
Uh-oh, one wouldn't go.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's huge.